Los Angeles Sparks deal Kelsey Plum to Phoenix Mercury in a blockbuster move. The Kelsey Plum era is over in Los Angeles. The Sparks are sending the five-time All-Star to Phoenix in exchange for Monique Akoa Makani, the Mercury's 2027 first-round pick and a 2028 second-rounder, league sources confirmed to The Athletic. 2 pick in the 2025 draft, which became All-Star Dominique Malonga, to acquire Plum in the 2025 offseason in an attempt to end their rebuild and get to the playoffs for the first time since 2020. That plan didn't pan out. Los Angeles came up 2 games short of the postseason in 2025, and Plum's lower leg injury in 2026 dug the Sparks a hole they could not get out of.
Then I found Lulu Talks tea and everything shifted. Once I started drinking it, my mornings were ruined in the sense that they'd never be the same again. I began waking up feeling rested and energized, something I hadn't experienced in years. My new routine? Just 1 cup of Lulu Talks in the morning. On top of that, my menopause symptoms have eased significantly. I finally feel like myself again, strong, confident, and like a woman who's ready to take on the day.
Curious what makes it different? Scan the QR code now or visit grabdeal.us/8.
Advertisement at 10:17 and 5-1-2 games out of a playoff spot, Los Angeles is pulling the plug on this season, and that means moving on from Plum, who will be an unrestricted free agent in the offseason. Plum has only played 12 games in 2026, but is second in the league in scoring, 23.9 points per game, and 6th in assists, 6.4. She is arguably the most efficient number 1 option as a guard in the league. Her field goal percentage only trails Ja Wilson among top 10 scorers. And she has also been a secondary, even tertiary, scoring option on a 2-time title team in Las Vegas. As reported by The Athletic, the sense from executives around the league was that Plum wouldn't re-sign in Los Angeles, forcing the Sparks' hand to trade her and recoup some of the value they lost in acquiring the 5-time All-Star guard. Even so, there have rarely been trades involving all WNBA players during the season. The last time it happened was in 2015 when the Chicago Sky dealt Sylvia Fowles to Minnesota. The Lynx ultimately won the championship that season, and Fowles was named Finals MVP. The Mercury expressed interest in acquiring Plum when she left the Las Vegas Aces during the 2025 offseason. Phoenix was still able to build a big 3 by bringing in Alyssa Thomas and Sadu Sabally to join Collie Copper. Sabally departed for New York after the 2025 season, and the Mercury have struggled to replace her offensive production, ranking 12th in the league in offensive rating this year. Plum is an instant antidote to those scoring challenges, having ranked in the top 11 in scoring each of the last 5 seasons, peaking at second twice. Copper and Thomas are both signed through next season in Phoenix, and Plum fits neatly next to the pair. She can play at the 1, but doesn't have to be the lead playmaker and scorer like she was in Los Angeles, since Thomas handles much of the Mercury's ball-handling responsibilities. Advertisement: the asset cost isn't much for the Mercury, who have shown little interest in holding on to their first-round draft picks, provided Plum resigns. They haven't rostered a player they drafted in the first round that season since Alana Smith. Still, it's risky of Phoenix, currently 6 games back of the 8th seed, to make this move now rather than wait to court Plum in free agency. They're essentially paying a first-round pick and a good young player to have extra time to recruit Plum for 2027. The Sparks, on the other hand, needed some draft equity in order to part with Plum. They get what is currently projected to be a lottery pick in 2027, though it's likely to have the lowest odds of landing first overall, 1.2%, since draft odds are calculated via 2-year combined record. Nonetheless, getting 2 picks in the lottery, since Los Angeles is also likely to miss the playoffs, will help the Sparks rebuild their young core, which currently includes Cameron Brink and pending restricted free agent Ray Burrell. Los Angeles also gets a quality young guard in Akoa Makani, who started for a WNBA finalist at age 24 last season. Akoa Makani is a career 41% shooter from 3-point range and was been one of the better pick-and-roll defenders in the league last year, before Phoenix's defense fell off a cliff in 2026. The Sparks will have at least 2 more seasons of team control on Akoa Makani after this one, since she is under contract at the league minimum in 2027 and will be a reserved free agent afterwards. The Mercury have to feel confident in their ability to retain Plum beyond 2026 by making this trade, since the 2026 postseason still feels out of reach. Plum and Copper share an agent, which should help Phoenix's relationship with its new star guard. Los Angeles can move forward and should probably continue to shop its remaining veterans, Nneka Ogwumike, Derica Hamby, Erica Wheeler, and Ariel Atkins, before the trade deadline Sunday at 3 p.m.